Today, I'm joined by Abbotsford, BC native and Brandon Wheat Kings forward. He wears number 19. Is he going to be Joe Sakic? Maybe. Maybe he is the next Joe Sakic. We don't know, but what we do know is last season in the Western Hockey League, in 60 games, he scored 5 goals, added 10 assists, and had 15 points. But most surprisingly, this guy, 8 penalty minutes in 60 games. Must be a smart player. We will find out. It is Jake Chiasson. Jake, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just staying busy. Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate enough to not have too many ice times or anything shut down. So just trying to stay ready. And if we have a season coming up here in the next couple of weeks, hopefully I'll be able to jump in at full speed.
Obviously, a little bit of a mental grind right now. The past 10 months, realistically, without hockey, without team sports, without having that camaraderie that you have. What have you been doing to stay sharp and to stay ready for when we do start the season?
Yeah, I think I've been pretty lucky. There's a Chiasson, the BCHL, have kind of brought me in as a rostered player for their club, and yeah, obviously things worked out between Brandon and them with communicating that, and I've been able to step into their roster and been able to keep kind of staying in the team environment, and yeah, that'll help. I mean, the being around the guys is obviously the best case scenario in any locker room. So yeah, the fact that I could jump in with them and stay busy has been really fortunate for me.
Well, the Chiefs are one of the best teams in the BCHL. I think they won the RBC Cup in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And, it was a tremendous opportunity for you. And a big thank you to the Chiefs for allowing some of our players to come out with them, because I know Graham Sword also got to go out for a couple of skates with them as well. But, when you look back on last season, your first year in the league, there's a lot of adjustments you have to make. There's a lot of details of the game that get introduced to you in training camp that you need to understand and pick up quickly. And what was the biggest adjustment that you had to make to be an everyday player in the Western Hockey League?
Yeah, I think just understanding my role of where I was kind of brought into the team and what I was going to contribute on a nightly basis. And obviously, times get tough as one of the younger guys, and your game, it may not be always going the way that you want it to. But I mean, just learning how to carry yourself as a junior player and always trying to just take a step forward each day was most important for me. And yeah, I felt as the season went on, coaching staff and the players around me really helped me settle into my game, and hopefully getting ready for the next season. It'll take off from there.
As you know, in the Western Hockey League, you almost have two separate leadership groups on a team. You've got your 18 to 20s leadership group, and then you've got your 17 and 16s, your high school kids leadership group. Last season, 16-year-old figuring out Brandon, figuring out the city, the school. This season, you're going to be a leader on that high school leadership group. What do you think you need to do to be a good leader for those guys that are coming into your club this year?
Yeah, I think being comfortable to a certain aspect is the most important thing in junior lifestyle. I mean, you don't want to get comfortable with where your game's at or that side of things, but just knowing that you're meant to be there and you have a place on the team is important. And I think just creating a good morale in the dressing room between the young guys, asking them how they're doing and how their family is. That's just all. It goes a long way day by day. I mean, not seeing them gets tough sometimes. So if you can have a good conversation about them or kind of staying upbeat, that's the most important thing. And if I can bring that, that'll be a plus to things.
Yeah, absolutely, it will. And that's another part of that culture that's trying to be developed in Brandon, is passing it down from generation to generation. You have 3 first-round picks that could be on the team this year from the 2019 WHL draft. So you could have a tough job ahead of you, corralling all those 16-year-old kids around the halls at the high school there in Brandon. But, when you talked about the coaches before, you had a coach last year who was he had a tremendous NHL career as a player. He's coached in the NHL as a coach. He's back with the Winnipeg Jets, and he was your coach last year. That's Dave Lowry. What did you learn from Dave, and how did he help you progress through that first season?
Yeah, I mean, Dave's played so many years pro and has coached pro. So I think just having that pro pedigree in the room has just really helped me. It really shows what it takes and how hard you have to compete on a daily basis. And yeah, he brought a lot of grit into our team, and we became a pretty tough team to play. So I think that's maybe a side of my game that hasn't been quite to where I wanted it the past couple of years, just kind of being the top guy, I guess you could say, in midget. And yeah, no, he helped me develop that side of my game, and just all around just helped me shape into what I want to become as a pro. So he's just really helped me in that side of things.
Well, let's take a look at a goal you scored last season. It's against the Prince Albert Raiders, one of the many teams I played for in the Western Hockey League. We're going to play through it here. Just break down what you see and kind of just, anything you can remember from this play.
Yeah, no. I think there, yeah, just I remember it being kind of a broken play in the neutral zone coming our way. And I think it may have been early in a shift, but I was on the back check, and I remember seeing four guys up the ice, and me and McCartney there looked like we were on a 2-on-1. And yeah, no, pretty fortunate bounce in the neutral zone, and to have it kind of bounce off my feet and off the PA guy's stick. Just landed on my stick in the slot, and I just put it upstairs. And yeah, no, they don't all come with skill, but a couple nice bounces here and there sure help.
Didn't even look across to the pass. Hey, you knew you were cutting to the net. You wanted to get a goal down that one.
Yeah, no, I think we won in OT that game, so I think it was pretty low scoring game. So it kind of came at a big time there, and it felt pretty good.
Well, hopefully you'll have a few more of them this year. I think, as each year you progress, you get that much more trust in the coach, and you move your way up the lineup. And you've had some teammates in Brandon last year. I mean, Ridley Grieg, Braden Schneider, that both players were drafted in the first round of the NHL draft, and Braden Schneider ended up playing for Team Canada. What is it like having those guys in the dressing room, and what do you learn from those guys?
Yeah, I think both guys were just great teammates for me, kind of coming into my first year, and obviously just unreal hockey players themselves. But yeah, I think I watched a lot of obviously Ridley, just kind of being that guy ahead of me coming in the year before, and yeah, he just carries himself with so much skill and focus, and he just brings a lot of grit to his game too. I know that a lot of people raved about his grit, and yeah, no, I think Ottawa fans will obviously love seeing that come into their organization. And then Braden is just kind of physically dominating over everyone that he plays against, and just such a good guy off the ice too. But when it comes to the ice, there's definitely no friends out there, and yeah, both just good guys to learn from, and kind of have them show you the ropes of Brandon. And it was just a really good season to be under those guys and learning from them.
Well, we've talked enough about Dave and Ridley and Braden, but what about you? What's the expectations and the goals that you're putting on yourself for this season?
Yeah, no, I think I want to come back into Brandon with everything that I've learned and kind of bring it to my game. I think I have the ability to come in and kind of be a top 6 guy there this year, and that's what I'm pushing for. Yeah, I think just coming in and showing kind of what I didn't get to show at the end of the season there, and it was just a big learning experience last year. And if I can just come in and play my game and just be confident with the puck, and I think good things will come, and I'm excited for it.
My last question for you is, what do you miss most, and what are you most looking forward to getting back to Brandon and experiencing?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not looking like there's playing in front of the fans, but I think just showing up every day with the guys, and no matter if it's a practice or game, it always seems to be a competition in the locker room and on the ice, and it just being around them, it creates such a lighter mood than maybe being in the off season for the past 10 months. But no, yeah, you just miss kind of those laughs and those good times that you go through, and just thinking back to like our couple win streaks, it's just it's a feeling that you can't really put into words, and like how practice is and how bus trips are. So just being with the guys, obviously I'm missing it, and I hope to be back to it soon.
It's a fulfilling feeling. It's a lot of work, but you feel fulfilled, you feel good. And Jake, talking with you, it's not surprised that whenever your name gets brought up, they say future captain of the Brandon Wheat Kings. It absolutely could be in your future. I wish you the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on grinding. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you. That means a lot. It was good chatting with you.